Hey, what's up, everyone? Piper and I this morning had an opportunity to sneak in some training before work. It's beautiful in Edmonton these days, and I just wanted to take some time to talk about what we're doing in this training session and why sessions like this are so valuable. We had 7 minutes of training today, and then later on in the day, actually I just finished another one that was 6 minutes long. So, we had less than 20 minutes of training today, but it was all valuable. It was all with a focus, and I'll talk you through it here and give you some examples of what you can do with your dog as well. All right, so we're using luring. I've got food for her. This is, somewhere around 6:15 in the morning. So, I'm just getting ready for work, and she's up, and I know I'm going to be gone for the day. So I thought, why not do some specific training on the center or the middle position, which we're in right now, and then repositioning from the middle into the side heel on both sides. So we'll just work through those different things there. So, all right, so I've got her doing a little bit of healing, a little bit of walking, and then I release, spin into the reward. So you'll notice that a lot of the times that I reward Piper during this session, it's a very dynamic or what I call a dynamic reward event rather than just giving her the food in the moment. I spin her out, give her the food. So that indicates to her that specific repetition is finished, and then she gets a reward. Okay. In some cases, I spin and then move into a few steps in the heel, just like we just saw there. But for the most part, what we're doing in these drills, distracted there for a little bit, I bring her in through movement, pause, ask her to do something, move into the heel position, take a few steps, she gets into position, and then I spin and reward. So if you're looking to build on loose leash walking, if you're looking to build on your healing, if you're looking to build skills such as the sit or the down, this is a great way to do it because you're luring dogs. They're motivated to follow the food because they know they're going to get a reward right away. Eventually, over time, we'll take that lure away, and there's a process in doing that. But in this specific training session, I'm not worried about fading the lure. What I'm most worried about is just having her interact with me and doing a lot of repetitions in a short period of time so that she's mentally and physically fulfilled for a period of the day. So again, back to the middle, a spin out into a dynamic reward, and then repeat the process, left side heel. Okay, another dynamic reward where I just toss the food. She gets to jump for it in the front position, into a side heel, jump for the reward. So it's you might see that there's a lot of sort of a mix of things happening in this session, but I did have a focus, looking at positions. She just got distracted there again. Asked her to go into a focused heel position a little bit and jump for the reward. That indicates she's finished that repetition. Again, into the front, into the side, focused heel, spin out, into the front, into the side, and then we walk and spin for the reward. Okay, so you'll see that I'm doing this differently throughout the entire session. I like the variety. I'm not the kind of person that does the same movement all the time. And I think the variety, just mixing it up a little bit for the dog so they have to think is important as well. Now, I'm not competing in dog sport, so I don't really care if Piper is in the perfect position all the time. As long as she responds to my cue, she gets into the general position that I want her to be in, and she's enthusiastic about coming into that position, I'm super happy. If you're somebody who's wanting to do dog sport, then you're going to be more focused on fine-tuning the details of getting your dog to go into the proper position all the time. For most pet dog owners, this is all you really want, and all you really need is the dog to respond to you and do the things that you're asking her to do with relative enthusiasm and some skill. So now what I'm doing is just going back and forth, changing it up a little bit, having her chase the food, Okay, and then just tossing it on the ground, releasing her. So just building a little bit of drive for food. 1, 2, 3, and toss. Doing a few reps of this, and then getting to the point where then I move right back into a position exercise. So this is something that you can do while you're out on your walks for your dog. Have your dog on leash, go for a walk, and then find a space that you can spend 2 to 3 minutes just working on skills. And you'll find that your dog eventually builds these skills more effectively, but they listen and they're more engaged with you. And you'll also notice that they'll pull less on the leash. Here we're doing a little bit of contact heel work where she's focused on the food, but also staying in contact with me and following me into a dynamic reward event. And then I think I repeat this one more time or a few more times. Contact heel, she's focused on the food, and I release, and she gets the food. Okay, so where are we at here? We're getting close to the end of the session. But, take your time on this. You can do it in your backyard. You don't have to do it off leash. You can do it with a short leash on. You can do it with a flexi. All of these drills, you can build, 1 or 2 specific drills that you're going to focus on in your session. And as you start to build skills for the dog and your handling skills and your movement get better, then you can start adding more pieces to the workout. Here I'm just doing a little bit of down. I think I move her back up into a sit position and then back into the down, up into the sit, and then I bring her into the heel. So it's a lot of fun to throw in movement with your dog rather than just going for a regular walk. Till next time, happy training.